There have been so many great moments, and I feel so blessed every day. This quote comes from Vusi Malasila, a singer, songwriter, and a poet activist. I find this quote very relatable as I believe that the moments in my life have shaped who I am today. Hi, my name is Candice, and I will be sharing three items that represent three different aspects of myself. My first item will be representing my passion for art. My second item will be representing my appreciation for self help books. And my last item will be representing one of my biggest motivators. My first item is going to be this Apple Pencil that I received from my dad on my 18th birthday. Its main purpose is for art, of course. My dad mentioned to me that he wanted to get this for me because he knew how much I would be putting it to use. I was, of course, and still am eternally grateful because I know how much these cost. For me, art is not just scribbles, art is freedom and expression. To be able to receive this as a gift, I was very relieved as it meant that my parents were accepting my form of expression. And so, with that, I was able to turn my hobby into a passion. My next item is going to be representing my search for improvement and peace. It's going to be this self help book here by Don Miguel Ruiz called The Four Agreements. This book here is based on the ancient Toltec wisdoms, and it's supposed to help the reader find peace. I received this book from my partner many years ago during a turbulent time in my life, and it just helped me tremendously as it helped him tremendously before. Um, as I was younger, I was not the biggest fan of books, but as I get older, I crave more knowledge, and this book does just that. It was a great jumpstart to my collection. Something that this book also represents is a search for a better me, which of course connects to the improvement. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of role models, but it's nice to know what kind of role model I do want to be. Based off these books here, it really helps to shape that. In my ethnic background, things like mental health and seeking for help can still be seen as a stigma, but I'm happy to have my perspective shifted into a more positive and optimistic light because of books like this here. My last item is going to be representing my family. It's going to be this family photo here from a long time ago. I was about 6 years old. Of course, we have me, my sister who was 4 at the time, and my brother who is 2 at the time. And this picture represents my family, which represents the unconditional love that they have for me and that I have for them. My family, I believe, shapes who I am today. Um, Growing up, I realized the importance of family and um, that they cannot be replaced, at least in my eyes. Family is what gives me purpose, and family is always going to be having eternal love for each other, unconditional love. Growing up as the oldest of 7 kids, naturally I gravitate to want to take care of my family. It's very bittersweet seeing everyone grow and growing up myself as well. However, I am very grateful to have these pictures and photo albums to reminisce on. Now we can move towards the end of our conclusion. Today I talked about 3 different items. The Apple Pencil here, which represents expression and freedom. My self-help book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, which represents my search for improvement and peace. And lastly, we talked about this old childhood photo from our family photo album here, which represents my motivation and purpose. As Fusi Mala Sela once said, there have been so many great moments, and I feel so blessed every day. Just like his quote, I am grateful for the moments and how they have given me the opportunities to grow. I'm sure that these items will be staying in my life for the long run, and I'm hoping that in the future that I can share stories amongst others as well for the meanings behind these items. Thank you for listening to me.